My name is Yasuhiro Ogawa, Japanese photographer based in Tokyo. I started my photography at the age of 20, early 20s. At the age of 23, I encountered the work of Sebastião Salgado, a very famous photographer, and I was totally hooked. When I saw his work, I bought a camera, cheap camera, and some roll of the black and white films. And I went to Tibet, from China and Thailand, and I shot some pictures. That was my 20s. I started my Kyoto series at the 2014, so 11 years ago. Before that, I didn't have any interest in Kyoto because Kyoto, of course, is a city of tourists, very touristic city. Accidentally, the publishers made my book, Shimagatari, at that year, decided to print the books at Kyoto. I'm based in Tokyo, so I thought, it's nothing if I made a day trip. So I decided to stay one couple of nights there. I went to some small monastery up in the mountain, and I thought it's very interesting, very different from Tokyo. Kyoto has a much longer history than Tokyo, and I feel the air of Kyoto is so dense. So I thought, it could be interesting if I could make some photo story. So last year I completed my story and published my book, but it took 10 years. I feel something invisible thing. Invisible thing is living in the Kyoto. I don't say it's a ghost or something like that, but I feel some weird things, living in the mountains, the monasteries. I thought, it could be interesting. That's the meaning of living creature. I always take pictures when I feel something, when I resonate with something. Then later on, I make some small prints and, it could be interesting. It could be a part of my story. Mostly, I shot Kyoto during the COVID time. In 2020, 2021, no tourists at all. Prices so incredibly cheap. It was so fantastic. My point of view has gradually changed. That's what I feel, For example, at first, for 3 years, I shot only landscapes. Then something is missing. Probably I should shoot some portraits. I like not light, but shadow. Like shadows in the monasteries, shadows in the mountains. For me, it looks so dark. And I like the dark atmosphere. I can say not only Kyoto series, but all the photographs I'm shooting is a kind of self-portrait. Even it's a landscape, simple landscape. That's myself. So not only Kyoto, but everything is myself. Probably I want to express some solitude and silence. This shows that some stone steps in a mountain monastery called Mount Hiei, and I took it in a very quiet time. And this is a Kyoto festival, in a night festival, and I think it's a good combination, silence and moving, some loudness.